The Ghouls, better known as Rare Hunters, are the #1 group of card thieves that dominate the underworld of gaming, created by Mariks. They steal rare cards from innocent people all over the world. Their main targets were the Egyptian gods, since Marik needed them at all cost. The ghoul managed to steal 2 out of the 3 Egyptian god cards and failed to get the third one because Ishizu protected it from them. Ishizu met Kaiba afterwards to give him the protected card and brought the idea to him to start a tournament for the possibility of obtaining the other 2 Egyptian gods by doing that. All of this to stop Marik from obtaining all 3 of them. And that's how Battle City became the next easy target for the Rare Hunters, since the best duelists in all of Japan will participate in there with all of their rarest cards with them, including the final god card Obelisk the Tormentor. To win all those rare cards, they obviously need to have strong decks to defeat all of the top level duelists. We have for example the Masks of Light and Darkness, better known as Loomis and Umbra, who used an unstoppable tag team deck of masks. Their teamwork was so strong that they stopped Yugi and Kaiba from accessing their Egyptian god cards and other high level boss monsters while shaving their life points bit by bit away. They mainly lost because of their teamwork being interrupted and broken by Kaiba provoking them. Another example is the very first Rare Hunter we see dueling. The Rare Hunter who uses Exodia against Joey, known as Seeker outside of the anime and manga. He used a deck all around getting Exodia with having every piece of them 3 times in his deck. He seemed unbeatable for someone like Joey, which is understandable with the standing Exodia has. After losing to him, Joey asks where he got all the Exodia cards from. The Rare Hunter answered by saying that Rare Hunters have the means to get all the rare cards from duelists, implying that they either earn the cards by winning them, stealing them, or forcing duelists to hand them over. Except that's actually not what was said to begin with. Here we are with another case of the 4Kids incident. As we all should know, 4Kids is the company that worked on the localization of the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, which led to a lot of censorship and changed up dialogues to make it appropriate for kids. The scene here also suffered from an unnecessary change of dialogue. Instead of saying that Rare Hunters get their rare cards from other duelists by any means, it is said that they actually get fake bootleg cards in the original. All the Exodia parts that Rare Hunter used were bootleg cards. This scene was also the main reason for this video. I hear a lot of people saying that the Exodia Rare Hunter didn't use fake cards but just inked the cards instead. So let me explain the situation with the ink as well. All of the bootleg cards the Rare Hunters use have special ink on the backside of the card. They have X-ray contact lenses with which they are able to see through the special ink. So whenever they look at the back of their cards, they can see the picture of it, knowing all time what the next card of their deck will be. And that obviously already implies that the cards need to be bootleg, since the backside of the cards are already completely different. That's also why Yugi ripped these cards apart at the end of the duel. Fake cards just don't belong in a place full of duelists. With that explained, let us go through more instances where fake cards were mentioned. Before Yugi faced Pandora, he walked through the city thinking about how the Rare Hunters use fake cards to rob duelists from their real earned cards, being really disgusted about it. Later on, before Yugi and Kaiba duel the Mask of Light and Darkness, Kaiba says that one of the reasons Battle City was held was to wipe out these card counterfeiting scum. Then, before the duel between Yugi and the mind-controlled Joey started, Marik ordered the Rare Hunters to push Joey's deck with illegal cards. Illegal cards in Battle City are cards that damage your opponent directly or destroy their monsters without any drawbacks. And it's later on stated by Marik that these cards were also fakes printed by the ghouls. The last openly talked about instance would be in the duel between Rishid, who is known as Odeon in the dub, and Joey. Marik gave Rishid a counterfeit copy of the Egyptian god Ra. The ghouls were able to make multiple copies of Ra, but it would trigger Ra's wrath whenever someone tried to summon a fake version of it, killing them by that. With that being said, I hope there will be no need for discussing this anymore. I know that a lot of people who watch the Japanese anime or simply read the manga would already know about it, but I still wanted to do this video since most people still only know the dub version of the anime. I hope this video was helpful to you. I would appreciate you liking this video if you enjoyed it, and to subscribe this channel if you didn't already, so you won't miss out on interesting Yu-Gi-Oh content in future. Tell me in the comments below who your favorite Rare Hunter was and which duel you enjoyed the most from them. Thank you all for watching, I really do appreciate it. Have a great time and see you on my next video. Bye!